Hey y'all, I am just off a client session. It is late. It's late at night. I'm tired. But I wanted to record this just in case it helped someone else. It's been coming up a lot in sessions lately. I think we all come in and we dance particular themes in our lives, and this is a common theme, this theme of belonging and exclusion. This theme of where is my home? This sense that many of us carry of homelessness. And this isn't your first rodeo. Most people who I'm friends with on this page, they walk this path deeply and know that a lot of this sense can come from this feeling of being cast out from our original home. All that we are, and becoming enfleshed, this sense of separation that can run in all of us, subtly or overtly, different levels at different times in our lives. I just had a really beautiful, really deep session with a client on this particular theme, and this deep ache at feeling homeless. Where do I belong? And the ways that we can work really hard, right? To be okay, to be enough, to find belonging outside of us. Especially for those of us who grew up in childhoods where there was lots of trauma, gaslighting, criticism, or simply we couldn't find ourselves outside of ourselves. The people in our neighborhoods and our families weren't like us, and they couldn't see our goodness and therefore call it forth. So we start to wonder, what's wrong with me? And we start to orient outside of us. We externalize our orientation of, am I okay? Do I belong? Am I safe? We externalize our orientation, and so we get hypervigilant. We're scanning the environment. Will I be criticized? Am I safe? Am I enough? Will I be approved of? Will you like me? This is tribal. It's a kind of existential human need to belong, to have tribe, to feel safe. And so once we kind of as children can externalize that sense of belonging, that sense of externalize our orientation, and we can go into the world with that without even realizing. It can be so subtle and really subconscious, and we can go into the world with this scanning of our environment to see if you'll love me, you'll accept me, you'll make me okay. Am I doing the right thing, saying the right thing, being the right thing, wearing the right thing, right? But that never gets us home, which we know well. We've all experienced this, where we're seeking so deeply for place, for belonging, and instead we fit in. We orient outside of ourselves to culture's gaze, to mum and dad's gaze, to our boss's gaze, our partner's gaze, the friendship group's gaze. What do they think? Do they think I'm enough? What are their values? What are their standards? How do I have to shapeshift to be safe here and to find belonging? But we never find belonging. We only fit in. We cut and paste ourselves enough to fit in, and we know it. And there's a disconnect and an emptiness in that place that we all know well. Because the only time we truly find belonging and truly find home is not when we fit in. It's when we're truly us. And we move with such a deep authenticity that my authenticity meets your authenticity, and there's true connection. That is belonging. That is coming home. And so once we start recognizing the way that our precious body has learnt to brace in certain situations, hold our breath, feel small, shrink, or for some people get really big and animated. We all learnt different techniques. Once we start to notice that happening in the body, and notice when I'm oriented outside of me, then we can reorient, we can relax and breathe in the moments and reorient. I'm doing that thing, let me come back into my own heart, into my gaze. So we bring the gaze from being outside of us, the gaze of approval, of belonging or exclusion, from outside, and we bring it inside. What do I think of me? I think I'm good. I like this about me. Truly, what do I think of me in this place? Okay, let me move from that. Yes, I love this about me. Yes, this is true. And then the truth of our being starts to match the way of our being. And we move in the world from this emergence, from this truly authentic place. And that's when the sense of homelessness starts to leave and we find ourselves homed in our own hearts. Homed really deeply here, really truly here. And then everything we come into contact with feels that authentic power. Not power derived from something outside of us that can always be taken away. But from homing ourselves in our own hearts. So yeah, I hope that helps somebody, and I'm sorry I'm so tired. It's very late. Sending you all so much love.